Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Tyler and you're watching Whispering Wild. And today on this episode, we're going to be building a 6x8 box blind or shooting house, whatever you guys want to call it. This blind is going to be for the food plots that we've been building. I've got 2x4 studs, I've got 1/2-inch plywood, and I've got tin for the roof. So the way I'm going to build this, I've got 2x8s for the floor system, 5/8 plywood for the floor that I'm going to glue down. All this plywood is just CDX. And for the walls, I've got 2x4s, 1/2-inch plywood for the walls, and 2x4 rafters and 2x4 purlings for the steel. So to start off, I'm going to be building the floor system, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I did draft up some plans I've got right over here. As far as my base system, I've got high wild anchoring system here for the brackets that go from the post to the floor system. So just directions there. It'll be similar to what this is. Yeah, High Wild, that's the brand there. These are 12 gauge brackets. A lot of them you find on Amazon and stuff are 13 gauge brackets. These ones I found on High Wild are 12 gauge brackets, and they're powder coated, so they're a little bit stronger and they weren't that much more in price. So I've kind of got some blueprints here on what exactly I'm gonna be building. So this is kind of what I've got here. Let me see if I can get it to show you. This will be the main front here facing the food plot, and this will be the back. So I'm going to build stairs that come into a 2'6" wide door, roughly a 2-foot window. I'm probably going to build this 7 foot tall in the front, 6 in the back, and then I plan to build in the corner. So this is the floor system here. I'm gonna build the floor system as a rectangle, but I'm gonna frame the wall a little bit different. So I have, instead of it just being 90-degree corners, it'll be a 45-degree corner, and I'll have a 1 foot wide, like 3 foot tall window, and that'll be for like shooting the bow out of and stuff. So that's just kind of the picture I drew here of that. And I'm not exactly sure window sizes and heights yet until I kind of get the walls built. So the plan is I'm gonna build everything in here. I'm gonna build the floor system, build all the walls, get everything tacked together, and then I'm going to take the walls off. We'll go to the place we're going to put the blind up. We'll put the post into the brackets, sit the floor system up, pull the walls on, and then just fasten the walls down to the floor. So that's the plan, and I'll probably have to build the roof down there, which shouldn't be too bad. Although I probably could cut the rafters and different things now. So anyways, we're going to get right into the video. Okay, so my box blind is going to be 8 foot by 6 foot. So I need to cut 2 pieces exactly 8 foot, and then I need to cut all my joist at 3 inches less than 8 foot, so 96, 93 inches. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, and then that'll make exactly 6 by 8 foot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these now. I want to make sure that this factory is square, which it is. So I'm going to cut this first one, make sure it's a pretty straight one at exactly 8 foot. Okay, there's one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crown that. And I want to pick the nicer side to be out. So that's one side. So I've got everything laid out and kind of reorganized. I end up getting 12 foot 2x8s so I can cut them in half to 6 foot so there's no waste. But I'm going to be doing my floor joist every 16 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them a bunch at 93 inches, and I'll go ahead and start nailing them off and showing you my layout and everything. Okay, I've got a quick correction here. It's not 93 inches. I'm actually cutting at 69 inches. That's my mistake. 6 foot is 72 inches minus 3, 69. So that's the correction there. I hope you didn't cut any material yet. 69 inches is what I'm cutting these at. 69. Okay, so I've picked out my crowns and my nicer side. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to be shooting this on with the gun. Want to make sure everything is nice and square. like so. If you guys can see this, if I measure, let's see if I get the camera set up. If I can measure right here, I'm gonna go ahead and hook that side. The outside, if you measure now, I'm exactly 6 foot. You can see that. So that's why you take off those 3 inches to account for 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches. So we'll go ahead and nail the other side, and then we'll fill in this inside. All right, guys, so for the layout here, I'm gonna hook this end. I'm gonna mark 15 1/4, make my X, and then from there, you're gonna pull 16s, and that'll give you your layout. Alrighty, guys, so here I've got everything nailed up. You can see my layout. I squared all them down. And what I did was I shot nails into the back here, just to get them tacked up, and then I shot toenails in the side with the gun. So here's the overall right now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in cats here in each 4 corners. One there, one over there, one there. And what that's gonna do is when I screw these GRKs from the mounting brackets I have, it'll go through this 1.5 inches and then have another 2x here to catch. So it'll have enough meat there to grab the full screw, because I'm not using lags, I'm using GRKs. So get this tacked here. Oops. And I should just be able to go right down this edge and get this sheet. Grab that side and help me put this down. Okay, so line up this end. Okay, come down. Stand on the, walk into the center and just stand in the center of it so it doesn't tip. Good. Stay there. Okay, stay there, miss. I'm just gonna come down that. Just like that. Okay, guys. So I left my side pieces long, but I just went around it with my perimeter here. And these are the 22.5 degree angles there. This will be exposed, but I'll end up building some type of cover for it. Just for my mounting brackets, I need to have that corner there, so. This is the overall dimensions now. I wanted to see if this angled bracket would be too much, like if it took out too much room or however it went, so I gotta figure that out. All right, guys, so I think for the next step here is, I'm not really sure exactly how I want to build this, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and build it and then explain exactly what I all did after I figure it out. So I'm gonna stand up some walls and get that figured out and figure out my heights and everything, and then I'll explain to you how I built everything. I think that's just gonna be the easiest way versus me trying to build it and figure it out and film it and do all that. So I think it'll be more beneficial after I have it done to show you. So that's what's gonna happen.
We're building a box blind.
And what happened? What's going on?
And today I stained all these walls.
So what kind of stain did you use?
Where's the can?
It
was the brand that's spelled B-E-H-R.
Bear.
I don't know where the can is, Tyler. So this is the stain we used. It's green, custom made by Tyler.
No, it's not custom made. It's Bear. This is Bear waterproof stain and sealer. And as you can tell, it looks pretty good. It's kind of dark in here. I've got a gallon, and so far we've used how much?
About a quarter of it.
Maybe a third?
I would say a quarter.
What's the size of the blind? 6 by 8.
I was gonna say 6.
Okay. As you can tell, it's very spacious in here. So we've got the windows set up now. This is the little update. This is a 14 by 36, 12 by 48, 10 by 36, 12 by 48, and 12 by 24 in the back. There's the update. This is the progress we've made, but once we get everything 100% framed, we'll go through and explain everything in better detail. So that's a wrap for tonight. Melissa just got done staining everything. How did that go?
Went really well.
Did you like the product?
Yes, so far so good, but definitely need the second coat.
Was the roller or the paintbrush better?
Obviously the roller.
The roller? How was my painting?
Not good.
Why not?
Because you didn't actually go with the grooves.
The grain? Well, good thing I wasn't painting. I was staining.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
It might as well be.
Why are you looking away? All right, guys. That's it for tonight. We'll see you at a later date once we get things a little bit more dialed in. So, thanks for watching.